MoneyOwl and Endowus are two of the leading robo-advisors in this robo space of Singapore that allows you to invest your cash or your SRS into their equity funds, especially the Dimensional Fund Advisors Unit Trust. So in this video, let us compare the performance after 3 months from August to November for both my Endowus and my MoneyOwl portfolios after I have sold off my Endowus General Investing portfolio and redistributed them in August so that you can compare for yourself which may be a better option for you. Hey guys, welcome back to Honey Money SG, and in this channel we are all about building financial knowledge, share money saving hacks, and also help you lead a fulfilling quality of life. So disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by either MoneyOwl or Endowus, and it's really my own portfolio, so you can be assured that these are really my honest opinions about these two platforms. Now in my previous SRS video, you all have seen that I actually have two SRS portfolios, one with Endowus and one with MoneyOwl. And if you have not signed up for either of the services, then do remember to use my referral links down in the pinned comments as well as the description so that you can get all the referral gifts on top of some of the gifts that you can enjoy if you use SRS to invest. So with that, let me show you my MoneyOwl portfolio, and afterwards I will review my Endowus portfolio as well. Let's go. Alright folks, welcome to my MoneyOwl homepage. So I believe you have seen this in my previous MoneyOwl update video, but I just want to walk through the platform, right? So you can see over here is my investment and savings, and for investment, I only invested in dimensional portfolios, and I'll show you what is the composition later. I think the focus today is just to look at how the platform looks like for MoneyOwl so that you all can see there really isn't much going on for MoneyOwl, right, compared to Endowus, which I will show later. So that's all. You can just click in and see what you have invested in, whether you want to top up, whether you want to refund, and over here you can see my cost of investment being 10k and unrealized gain or loss being $270, so that's around 2.7% returns. If you want to look at the holdings, that's all they show you, right? They only show you what you are invested in, the Dimensional Global Core Equity Fund, which is 88%, and the Dimensional Emerging Markets Large Cap, which holds 12%, right? Because that's the asset allocation based on this dimensional portfolio. So you cannot change the allocation, it's fixed based on your risk profile, and you cannot even switch between the percentage allocation between these two funds. So that's just something limited in the MoneyOwl platform, right? You cannot really choose what funds you like. They will choose for you based on your risk profile, and there isn't an option to go all in on a single fund, which is something quite lacking. And also the fact that there is really no fancy things like charts, like performance progress, tracking all that stuff, which I will show on my Endowus portfolio right later. So this is just MoneyOwl for you. Short summary, I only have 10k invested and 2.7% returns after 3 months, and there is no mobile app for MoneyOwl, so that's just something to take note of. But the thing about MoneyOwl is it is not just an Robo-Advisor. You could also do comprehensive financial planning at a promo price of 99 Singapore dollars. You could also do a free will writing if you want to like pass down your assets and inheritance to your loved ones. And you could also buy insurance DIY yourself, and you don't have to go through any financial advisors unless you request for their help. So that's just something that MoneyOwl actually offers because of their partnership with NTUC Income. And moving on, let's go on to my Endowus platform, right? I'm sure you are familiar with my Endowus platform, and here is what my investment value is, close to 25k now, of 3.2k gains. But let's exclude some of it, right? Because more than half of it is actually the CPF portfolio, which I invested $1,000 every month, dollar cost averaging using my CPF ordinary account. So I'll exclude this one. I think we just focus on SRS today, because SRS is created around the same time period as the MoneyOwl portfolio, right? During August, when I restructured my Endowus portfolio, I dumped in all my excess funds into the SRS Dimensional Honey Money portfolio, which is actually made up of a FundSmart single fund portfolio, right? And I actually choose my favorite unit trust. You all should know what it is, and that is the Dimensional Global Core Equity Fund. Okay, so it's a very diversified global core equity in the developed markets of the world, and right now it has gained around $356, which translates to around 3.2% gain. So that's just 0.5% better than what I had in MoneyOwl, right? In MoneyOwl I had 2.7%, but in Endowus I had 3.2%. Now the difference is slightly coming from the emerging markets, because emerging markets has not been performing since the third quarter, right? Because of the Evergrande crackdown and also China regulation stuff. And over here in Endowus, you can see they really show you very nice things, right? Goal projection. How much are you expected to grow your funds over time if you continue with your investment plan? So a very long-term view of how much you will have gained if you carry on with your investment. So these are just some very nice graphs that you can look at. And over here at the performance section, you can see that Endowus actually has a chart, right, detailing what are your activities over this time period, as well as what are the returns based on whatever you measured it with, right? Gain or loss, simple return, modified Diets rate, or even time weighted return. So all these are really very nice metrics that you could use to benchmark your performance against the market index and all that stuff. And if you want to look at our top 10 holdings in terms of companies, we can also do so. Even the countries or sector allocation as well. Even for model asset allocations, let's say if you are new to Endowus and you don't know which portfolio to select, right? Mainly they have two different products, flagship versus ESG. ESG is for the environmental sustainability and growth, right? This kind of ethical companies. So for flagship, you can choose among all the different type of composition. For myself, I chose a very aggressive, that means 100% equity portfolio previously in my general investing. But because now I switched to FundSmart, so that doesn't matter anymore because I already know what I want. Okay, so that's just something to note about this Endowus platform. Really very nice, right? So many stuff that you could go and play around with and really study about it. And furthermore, Endowus actually has a mobile app that you can download on your mobile phone so that you can track your investments and even make some investment or withdraw funds from your mobile phone itself. So that's just really convenient compared to MoneyOwl. So with the platform walkthrough, let me now get back to the video and talk to you about how I felt about these two platforms. Let's go. Alright guys, welcome back. So I hope that you gained some knowledge about both my portfolios in MoneyOwl and Endowus, and this time I'm going to compare some of the differences between them. Now for the platform and user experience comparison, I felt that comparing MoneyOwl to Endowus is quite a big difference, right? Because if you look at the MoneyOwl platform, it's really simplistic. There is really nothing much you could do on the platform. If you look at what Endowus offers on this platform, they really have very sophisticated and very detailed comparisons, right? If you look at historical charts, you can even look at the breakdowns of the companies that you are investing in. You can look at the breakdown by percentage, by country, by industries, and all of that details, they are really useful for investors. But if you really compare that to MoneyOwl, in MoneyOwl, you're just giving a fact sheet and just a percentage proportion of which fund you are invested in. So in this sense, I felt that the Endowus platform is slightly better, or if not significantly better than what the MoneyOwl platform offers, right? And if we were to compare mobile platforms, Endowus actually has a mobile app as well, which you can download from your iOS or Play Store. But MoneyOwl does not come with a mobile app, so you have to log in with your OTP to the mobile website every time if you want to check your MoneyOwl investment returns. That's just a small issue actually, but Endowus just makes it more convenient for its users by having the mobile app. Secondly, let's compare the cost of investment, right? So if we look at the access fees for both Endowus and MoneyOwl, MoneyOwl actually charges 0.6% per annum to manage your funds, while Endowus will charge you 0.3% to 0.4% depending on what you invest in, right? Whether general investing or FundSmart. But let's say if we are just targeting single FundSmart dimensional global core equity fund, then Endowus is just charging 0.3%, which is just half of what MoneyOwl is charging, right? 0.6%. So that's quite a big difference in terms of the management fees. And even if we were using general investing for Endowus, which means multiple funds by their default portfolio, 0.4% is still quite cheaper than what MoneyOwl 0.6% is. Of course, we are excluding all the excess fee benefits, right? Because we want an apple-to-apple comparison. So we must assume that coming next year, MoneyOwl will not refresh their first 10,000 managed for free promo anymore. Likewise for Endowus, where you do not have your bonus access fee credits to help you offset the cost of comparison. So that's just an apples to apples fair comparison if we are looking at just numbers alone. shown in the excess fees. Anyway, let's take a look at the referral comparison also, right? What happens when you refer your friends to join you in both MoneyOwl and Endowus. Now, MoneyOwl actually gives you $20 GrabFood voucher if your friend actually signs up with your promo code. And then for Endowus, it gives your friend $20 of excess fee credits, and you yourself get $20 of excess fee credits as well. So it goes both ways for both MoneyOwl and Endowus. Now, I felt that maybe for someone like me who don't order GrabFood a lot, the excess fee $20 from Endowus is much better than what GrabFood is, because even in GrabFood itself, sometimes they also give us like free vouchers, right, if you order self pickup. So the real value of a $20 GrabFood voucher is significantly lower than $20, I believe. Wrapping up, so I felt that MoneyOwl overall comparing to Endowus is kind of inferior. Now, firstly, on the platform itself, MoneyOwl does not have that many features compared to Endowus, and secondly, MoneyOwl does not have a mobile app, so that loses out to Endowus as well. Thirdly, for the cost wise, MoneyOwl is more expensive when you compare the excess fees or the management fees, right? 0.6% versus 0.3% of Endowus FundSmart. And also for the referral, I felt that Endowus referral program is slightly better than MoneyOwl, but there's just a small difference. But ultimately, the most important thing is performance, right? Because when we talk about investing performance, the one that returned the best would be a clear winner, and I felt that this would go to Endowus because you can 100% focus on one single fund, which is the Dimensional Global Core Equity Fund. For MoneyOwl, it is only fixed to 88% Dimensional Global Core Equity and 12% Emerging Markets, even if you choose the highest risk. So that's just something that you cannot change in MoneyOwl, but you can definitely change your composition in Endowus. So that's just something to take note of. Of course, having said all this, I'm still invested in both MoneyOwl and Endowus, and if you really want to sign up for either of them because of their sign up promotions, especially for SRS, right, then do use my referral link down below to see how you can get all those gifts. And if you found value from this sharing in this video today, do help me click the like button below. It just takes 1 second of your time, and consider subscribing to my channel for more personal finance and investing content. Also join us over at our Telegram community group at Honey Money SG. My name is Christopher. This is Honey Money SG, steering young adults to financial independence.